about to go see 3 Billboards outside of
Missouri.
Ebbing, Missouri?
Yeah, Ebbing, Missouri, yeah.
I have high expectations going into this film, primarily because Naeem has already seen it and told me how great it is. He's coming back for his second helping.
Yeah, second time, so we should see.
Or are you gonna be, is this like a movie like Sixth Sense or like Usual Suspects where you gotta like, all the hints you didn't pick up on the first time, you're gonna be rewatching it again?
Not necessarily, it's more for the acting and the, you know, that whole emotional experience. Last time I was here, I came with Bobby. And,
that's our other friend.
Yeah, and he kind of started crying, and I did get a chance to cry like I wanted to, so now in the empty theater, I'm just gonna let them tears flow, boy.
We're gonna let the tears flow today. What if it's not empty? Are you still gonna cry?
No.
No. But you feel comfortable enough to cry in front of me?
Exactly.
All right, cool. Well, we'll hit you up when we get back out.
3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri is a darkly comic drama from Academy Award winner Martin McDonagh. After months have passed without a culprit in her daughter's murder case, Mildred Hayes, Academy Award winner Frances McDormand, makes a bold move, painting 3 signs leading into her town with a controversial message directed at William Willoughby, Academy Award winner Woody Harrelson, the town's revered chief of police. When his second-in-command, Officer Dixon Sam Rockwell, an immature mother's boy with a penchant for violence, gets involved, the battle between Mildred and Ebbing's law enforcement is only exacerbated.
All right, we just got out of 3 Billboards, Billings, Missouri. Naeem, I didn't see you crying. I heard a lot of laughing, but no crying.
No.
Second time around.
No, this time I was kind of inoculated against it, and so just trying to understand more of the themes and everything like that.
There were a lot of people in there too, so you did say you weren't going to cry if there were a bunch of people in there. So.
That's a true story.
Yeah, I actually, I missed a couple of minutes of it because I had a restroom break in the middle of it.
Emergency.
I thought I might have missed the emotional core of it, so I found out what I missed. I had a hard time with it. I actually didn't really enjoy it that much. It might have been like my expectations coming into it, but I thought, you know, it was trying to ride that fine line between drama and between comedy, and it was like I wasn't really laughing at the jokes because it was real dramatic shit happening, and I wasn't really into the drama because they were trying to crack jokes. The characters were kind of two-dimensional in a sense because I felt that they all did really crazy, insane things. There were no consequences for actions. It felt more like a cartoon to me than like the real world, and everyone was kind of, I thought the characters were one-dimensional in a sense where you had, you know, the racist cop and you had a crazy angry mom whose daughter had been killed, and then you have the good cop who's the chief of police and he's just the best guy ever, and it didn't seem like there was a lot of depth to the characters, and they are all just kind of on their own crazy missions, and it felt kind of cartoonish to me.
Right. So it's interesting you went from 2D to 1D.
Oh.
that's one point. And secondly, so I feel what you're saying, but it's more of a movie that was kind of presenting themes. Yeah, I thought like this whole theme of the anti-hero and how they are like kind of searching for redemption, and also this kind of theme about the power of love, of how you can kind of do the wrong things for the right reasons, and the right reasons for explanations you can't even come up with.
Right.
And so I thought that was like really powerful because in a sense, like, these characters in this movies are like our alter egos, places that we would like to tap into but don't necessarily do. That's what makes an anti-hero an anti-hero, because they do these things and they present themselves in these moments where we would like to say, hey, you can't do this, or we're gonna fucking do this way, but then we never do because we don't have the courage to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I kind of got what themes they were going for because they told you blatantly like 6 or 7 times throughout the film what the themes were, where it's like, hey, I guess all of this hate just begets more hate, you know, and so it, like, I kind of prefer it more when it's like, hey, I got to figure out what the theme is, as opposed to you pounding me over the head with it.
No, see, and that's the thing, it's like, this is the whole thing about this, like, overcoming those first impulses to hate. That's what like makes Jason Dixon, and not to give too much away, like one of
the racist cop,
one of the most diverse characters, and how he changed throughout the story. Because had he stayed in this mode of being a hate-filled racist, like you would never got to that point,
right?
Like where you get to the end of the story.
Well, and I guess I think like part of my issue with that character was that I didn't feel like he developed over time. I felt it was like, oh, something happened in the story, and then all of a sudden he's a good person, which is not really how I like kind of.
But how is that? You never had a moment in your life where someone came up to you at some point in time and did something, and that from that moment you were changed in some way. You've never had that happen.
No, I've had it, but it's a gradual period. It takes place over time and with reflection.
So
and
you haven't
about
had
stuff.
it, because like there's been.
No,
those...
I haven't had a moment where it was like all of a sudden everything is different in my life.
Oh man, yeah. Big shout out to Coach Brink and Coach Henry. I've had those moments with you.
So that's the difference. Yeah, I've had moments where it's like, oh, I've got to really start. I've changed, but it's been hey, this is the initiation of a process of me examining things about myself or about the world and starting to change and think about these things differently, as opposed to it being an aha moment where all of a sudden everything is 180 different. And you know, yeah. So I mean, that's interesting. Yeah, but I haven't had one of those moments. If he did change, he didn't. And again, I don't want to give away too much away. To me, it didn't seem like either of them changed that much.
Right.
When you think about how the film ended.
See.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to think on that. Yeah.
All right. Well, and I still think people should go see it. I think it's definitely worth seeing it. I think a lot of people liked it. I know a lot of people liked it, and just I missed 3 minutes of it. Maybe if I were there for that 3 to 5 minutes, I would have felt totally different. You never know. So, all right. Well, cool. Thanks for watching, and check out another review. This is the last one with Naeem for a little bit. Naeem's going away. He's going to Georgia, but he'll be back soon. All right. Peace. Say goodbye, Naeem.
All right. Peace.